Hey guys, welcome back. It's episode 3 of Inside Franklin Athletics. I'm your host, Hanna Stewart, and I'm here with
Luke Sherry.
Jaxson, Doddridge.
And today's episode is tennis. So first question is, I'll start with you, Luke. Who introduced you to tennis?
I wouldn't say anyone specifically introduced me to tennis. It was one of those things I just tried out when I was young with my family out in the cul-de-sac, and I kind of just liked it, and then from then on, I just kept playing.
What age do you think you started?
I probably first started hitting a tennis ball when I was 5 or 6, and then I started playing in Custer Baker, which is when they first offered it as a sport, and then since then I've just played it up until now.
Jaxson, how about you?
I would say my dad. He played in college, and he's really the one that got me into it.
Did you begin in high school or middle school or Custer Baker?
I started in middle school.
7th? 8th?
7th.
Do you play singles?
This year I've played a mix of both. Now I play singles, but the rest of high school I played doubles.
1 singles?
Yeah.
Jaxson, what about you?
Play singles.
2?
Yep.
So, Luke, what made you fall in love with tennis?
I don't know. The way the game is played, I like how it's kind of a solo game. So that way there's not as many teammates involved, so you don't feel bad if you mess up, and you know exactly what you did wrong and what to work on. And yeah, I think it's so much different from other sports and how you have to move on from mistakes and stuff quickly.
Jaxson?
Yeah, you just got to be very mentally strong. If you lose a point, you just got to be ready for the next one.
Jaxson, I'm going to start with you on this
right.
one, okay? What aspect of the game are you currently working on?
My serves.
Do you think that's your weak point?
Yeah, just got to get better at my serves.
Okay. What do you think your strengths are?
My forehand. It's pretty good.
That's good. So, Luke, what about you?
I'm probably working most on my volleys right now because they're kind of weak. And a strong point in my game would probably be my serve, but my volleys definitely need work.
Okay. Do you have a pre-match routine that you do before every match?
No, not really.
Any superstitions?
Nope. Just do the basics. I just show up, stretch, warm up. It's pretty different every time, just depending on the match.
What's your favorite stretch?
I like perfect stretch, but my teammates don't. They always skip it, but that's my favorite one.
Really? That's a hot take. I've never heard anyone say that.
Really?
I think scoops are the best.
Scoops are good too.
Do you have any superstitions or pre-game routines that you follow?
Nah, I usually just take a nap.
So, Luke, what has been your most memorable match so far and why?
I guess the most memorable would probably be sophomore year when we played New Pal away. The match was delayed, I think, due to the heat, and New Pal's pretty far away, and so the match took forever. And one of the matches, I think it was 3 singles at the time, both players ended up with a cramp during the match, so that match took forever, and we ended up getting back at midnight almost. And so I just remember messing around in the parking lot. We were throwing rocks at a light pole just to occupy the time because we were so bored. But yeah, I would say that's the most memorable match.
Did you throw a rock so hard you knocked down a light pole or no?
No, I've never knocked down a light pole.
Except for with your car.
Okay, I guess.
Jaxson, so what's been your most memorable match?
Probably Whiteland last year. It was a really intense match. We almost won, but barely lost.
So, Luke, how do you maintain balance between tennis and your personal life?
I guess I just try to make sure that win or lose, I don't really let it affect me outside of tennis. I still go home and I act the same. I do the same stuff. So regardless, win or lose, or how well I play, or if I mess up, I just try to move on and go to the next match.
So it doesn't really impact your life outside of when you're actually at tennis?
Yeah, not much. Obviously I love to win, but if I lose, it's so what?
Yeah. Jaxson, how about you?
I would say basically the same. I want to win, but if I lose, I'm not going to go home and mope about it.
Yeah. So you both play basketball as well, correct?
Yeah.
So what do you feel mentally is the biggest difference between tennis and basketball for you?
Well, I think tennis, this is why I like tennis more, honestly, is because it's not a team sport, so you know exactly like what to work on and what to do wrong after a match. It's a lot easier to find like the problem, like why you lost or why you won, compared to basketball. There can be so many reasons, chemistry issues, or just like plays you mess up. There's so much more that goes into it, and it can be hard to figure out like what exactly the problem is.
At the same time, though, I feel like the teamwork aspect of basketball is definitely really fun too. And tennis, you don't really have like a team unless you play doubles. Then you're by yourself the whole time.
Have you ever played doubles?
A little bit.
Do you like doubles better or singles better?
I probably like singles better.
Do you?
Yeah.
So how would you say that the coaches have to coach you during tennis?
So in between sets, there's usually like a 2 to 3 minute break, and that's when coaches can talk to the players. And it's kind of hard to coach like directly in tennis just because it's a fast sport. And so during the breaks, coaches can tell you maybe things like you should do, maybe if they think you should serve and volley or attack their backhand. But it's tough to like coach really during the match, so they kind of have to wait to sets and kind of tell you what they think might work or like the weaknesses of the other player.
Yeah, and they're not really major things, they say. It's like a little small detail they tell you. It's nothing that's going to be crazy. It's just like where to hit it at.
Is there scouting for tennis?
I mean, I'm sure at the higher, like, I'm sure some teams like Center Grove
Other schools.
probably scout. We do not.
Yeah, we do not.
But I mean, you kind of know, like, going into the matches, just like based on the age and like of some of the kids. So like Whiteland, they used to have a really good kid. It was the coach's son, Gillespie. So like he played varsity from freshman to senior year, and so you kind of know going into it like who he is, how he plays, and like what to expect. So a lot of teams, like they're one singles. Most of the time, you know who they are. But outside of that, it's really not much scouting or looking into what they do.
So do you film your matches to watch back, or do you watch yourself play ever?
It's kind of like the same thing. We necessarily don't, but some of the other schools like Center Grove, they'll have cameras videotaping them and stuff.
So when does your sectionals start?
I think it's October 3rd is when it starts.
And how does your guys' sectionals and regionals, how does that work compared to like other sports?
Tennis is kind of confusing, honestly. But so basically, obviously, there's the team, there's the 5 varsity matches, 1, 2, 3 singles, and then 1 to 2 doubles. But 1 doubles and 1 singles, if they win and the team doesn't, they can still move on into a separate bracket. Whereas like if you're 2 doubles or 3 singles and you can win, but if the team loses, you're still out.
It's like if you're 1 singles and you win, but your team loses, you could play someone completely different. But if your team wins, then you'll still play the people in your sectional.
So you would play people like outside of your sectional?
Yeah. If you win solo.
Do you have personal practice or training outside of during season?
I mean, I have before. I've done a few training things, and during the summer they host like some open courts where you can just go and play someone from around the area that came. But I'm not super big on it. I don't train often outside of the practices that we have.
Yeah, I'll hit with my dad every once in a while, but not much more than that.
Do you guys ever just go play together?
We have a few times. I usually kick his butt, but
No.
Oh. When you're playing in matches, do you feel that it's hard to stay like mentally strong or mentally focused, or do you think you're pretty strong-minded?
I mean, that's something like I haven't personally really struggled with ever. It can be kind of hard when you're like getting down in a match and you just feel like there's no way you can win. But I've never really like struggled with like anger or just like feeling so down on myself that I can't win. But I know there are some people that they really get mad. They might slam the racket or scream or, hit the fence. So it kind of just depends on the person.
Yeah, I'm a pretty calm and collective person too. I don't really get too mad, but some of the people on our team do get pretty mad.
What is your record for this season so far?
I think we're right around 500. We might be like 7-6.
Or 6 and 7, somewhere around there.
So when you guys are at practice, would you say that your practices are pretty focused and intense or more laid back?
I would say they're very intense. I mean, it's a lot of competitive drilling, and like if you do worse in the drill, you have to run. We do laps for a lot of things like punishments and stuff, so that way that people are forced to like play hard all the time and compete at a high level no matter what. we do challenge matches, so that way like your spot is never just secure that way. So like if you're below somebody and you want their spot, you're always allowed to go challenge them. Yeah.
So what do you think?
Yeah, it's just we're very competitive, try very hard in practice, not laid back at all.
So have you guys ever had your spot taken?
Well, we actually played together sophomore year, and we did, I think. Yeah. Well, I don't know if we ever had it, but we played 2 doubles the whole year behind Tyler Jones and Brady Tucker.
So what's it like to have a veteran coach on the coaching staff?
I mean, I think it's really good. Having someone that's had so much experience for probably 40 plus years, he just knows what he's talking about, how to get us help, and when we need it to get that win.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever practice with the girls?
There are a few girls that come and like help practice, or like if we need a doubles match to play our doubles team, they might play them. I think right now 2 girls consistently come, Bella Wild and Madison Luce. They come pretty consistently, and a few other girls have came to like 1 or 2 practices just to help us out. But yeah.
So overall, what do you think the experience and atmosphere is like at tennis?
I mean, it's pretty fun. It's overall pretty chill. Not a bunch of people like care about it, so it's not super like nerve-wracking if you do bad or do good. But I think it's fun. The team has good energy. The bus rides are still fun. We get snacks.
Jaxson?
Yeah, it's fun overall. There's not much competitiveness. It's pretty laid back.
You guys had senior night this week, so how did that go?
It went pretty well. We honored our seniors. We had about 10 of them, and not all of them got to play varsity, but we tried to get most of them in varsity.
All right. That's all for episode 3 of Inside Franklin Athletics. Thank you. Boom!